What's up, guys? This is going to be a quick tutorial on how to get approved for a margin account at TD Ameritrade instantly. If you want to start trading options, the first thing you need to do is to open a margin account, and it can actually be a little bit more difficult than one might expect. There's kind of a catch-22 where you need to have options experience and a certain amount of income in order to start trading options, but in order to get that experience, you would need to get you need to get approved for an account. So this is how I got immediately approved for Tier 2 options. So to start out, we're going to go ahead and go to tdameritrade.com. And by the way, I'll leave a link in the description. There's also a written tutorial for this on my blog, which is a blog specifically dedicated to just this exact problem. So we're going to click Open New Account. And so we're just going to assume here that you don't already have an account. So we're going to click No here. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to fill out contact information. So you can pause the video here and fill out your contact information, and then I'll get back to you on the next field. All right, so you should have filled out your contact information. Now we're going to go through citizenship. We're going to go ahead and assume you're a U.S. citizen. If you're not, it can be more complicated. You're going to assume you are. Okay, and then what type of account do you want to open? Again, we're going to assume individual. I don't have experience with any of these other ones. We're just going to keep it really simple for this, but it shouldn't matter. The only thing is if with an IRA, there's some restrictions to what you can do. So yeah, we're going to assume individual. And then at this time, I primarily expect to, if we want to trade options, then we need to choose the second option. Okay, are we new to investing? No. Okay, and then for the offer code, they give you offer 220 here, but through my blog, we can actually get you a better one. So what we're going to do is really quickly, I'll leave a link to this in the description. We're going to open up a new window, and I know the URL, but you can just go ahead and get it in the description, and it'll be a link to this article right here. And I actually have a little form here set up, so we can just put in our name, our full legal name, make sure it's the same as the one you're signing up with, and then our email, and then click Generate Offer Code. And then we're going to wait about 30 seconds, and then we're going to go ahead and go into our email. All right, so check your email, and you should have received an email, something like this. And then you're just going to go back over here and type in whatever offer code you got sent in the email, and then just go ahead and hit continue. Okay, so personal information, this is pretty self-explanatory. Again, you can go ahead and pause the video and just put all this stuff in really quick. Personal information and home address. Just put that in, and then we'll come back. Okay, once we're done with mailing address, we're going to go ahead and get to employment information. So this is very important. If you have a job, great. It shouldn't matter a whole lot what it is, and you can go ahead and put in that information. So I'll pause for a second, and you can go ahead and put that in. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you're employed or self-employed, that should be fine. Unemployed student, I would avoid that. You can get creative with it if you need to. So you can go ahead and fill that out, and then we'll come right back. Okay, once we put in our employment information, financial information, again, this is very important. So you kind of just have to use your best judgment here, but I use my imagination a little bit. So I'm trading on behalf of my mother, so I'm going to go ahead and put in her annual income because it's obviously a lot more than mine. Approximate net worth, again, I'll go ahead and use my mother's, and then liquid net worth. This has to kind of make sense. But with these numbers, really, it's the bigger the better, within reason. And then, no, and we're going to go ahead and hit continue. Okay, so just go ahead and review your information, and if you didn't put in any of your addresses incorrectly, you should be good. And we're just going to go ahead and press continue once again. And then we're just going to check a box. We're going to go with FDIC insured account. Not really sure what this other one is. Shouldn't matter. We're going to agree with respect to all the tax stuff. And then we're going to check the box and hit continue. And then finally, we're just going to choose our user ID and password and our security questions. So you can pause for a second to do that, and we'll come right back. All right, so we're done with our security questions. We're going to go ahead and press continue. Okay, so now at this point we should be good as far as creating an account. There's just a couple more quick steps. We're going to press continue one more time, and then we're going to get into questions about what type of trading we want to do. So for our purposes, we're going to choose options trading. We're going to go ahead and go for tier 2 because that's what we're trying to get immediately approved for. Level of trading expertise, again, we're going to want to be in this region. So I'm going to go ahead and say extensive. And then, why limit ourselves here? We want to be speculative. We want growth. And then years of experience, I mean, the more the better here. So I'm going to go ahead and say 3 to 5. And then we're going to, why limit yourself? And we're going to check the box, and we're going to go ahead and hit continue one more time. And you'll see that here, now we've been approved for tier 2, which means we can purchase calls and puts, and we can sell covered calls and cash secured puts. So we have basic options trading ability here. And if we want to get tier 3, I'll make another video on that, but we can email them and take some other. So now the only thing left to do is we just need to fund our account. So we're going to go ahead and choose express funding, press continue, and you're going to put in your bank information here and a transfer amount. We're just going to assume that we're doing $3,000. That's the minimum that we're going to need in order to get those free trades. So we're going to go ahead and put that in, and then I'll just give you a second to do this, and you can go ahead and press continue. And once you do that, your account should be all set up. And if you go to your email, you should see an email that looks like this. All right, guys, thank you so much. Stay tuned for other videos, and feel free to leave a comment or send me an email if you have any questions. And if you want the written version,